against Wolves because he'd been late for the meeting and whatnot. It was a very bold and brave call given how he was playing. Did you ever see that as a risk that could blow up in your face if it didn't come off? Like similarly when you got beat at Brentford, you called them in the day after and you led them on the run. Again, they were two big calls that had they not reacted in the right way could have led to problems ongoing management-wise. Did you ever see them as a risk, or did you always think these players have got the mentality, it just needs to be brought out of them and it maybe hasn't been before?
Maybe it's a risk, but if you want to develop something, if you want to create a winning attitude, a winning culture, you have to go this way, in my opinion. Everyone is doing it his own way, but if you allow them to be undisciplined, if they don't match the standards and values, the rules we set together as a team, that is staff, that is players, dressing room, and togetherness, then it will come back and that will blow in your face on the pitch, because they don't then also on the pitch, they will not will act in discipline what is necessary to win games. It's about top football, so it's about big responsibilities. And so in my opinion, you have to go this way.
Until you actually see the reaction to it though, you can know it's the right thing to do, but until you get the right reaction, you're always going to be thinking, how's this going to go? So you must be delighted with how the response you did get to it.
If it's the right person, if the right human beings, so the right characters, they will react like this. And and in relation to Marcos, I was quite convinced. As I know him now 7-8 months, I could expect this reaction he showed.
Erik, where Marcus is doing so well, I think he's got 13 goals now, is there a slight concern that the attack is becoming too reliant on him? I think Anthony's next top scorer on 5 goals and he's been substituted in his last 7 games. Do you fear there could be more pressure on Marcus, or he can handle that?
You mean Anthony Martial?
Obviously Anthony's been substituted, but
yeah,
he's the second top scorer.
Yeah, but that is has a reason. Because he can't match in this moment the load for many games. That's why we are looking for another striker. It's not about that we don't rely on him, but his physical load is not in this moment so high that he can play every third day a game of 90 minutes. So I have to manage that together with him. And so we are really on a thin line in this moment, because his profile, but the quality of Anthony Martial is so important for our match, for our game. He's the right to his movements, his ball security. So he brings so a lot for a team. The pressing, let's not forget that. So we need that profile to be a threat, and also Marcus Rashford takes benefit from that. I'm not concerned about that only Marcus Rashford is scoring so many goals, because I'm convinced that also other players as Martial, but also today Anthony Dos Santos can score also a goal, and we know Bruno Fernandes is also very capable to score a goal. And Christian Eriksen will create and also is capable to score a goal. So we have more players who can score goals.
Last question, Luke. As a manager with 7 wins in a row, is that when you're particularly mindful or watchful of any signs of complacency creeping in?
Yeah. You have to be watchful for this acts. We have to keep this focus and this concentration. We have to work well. During the days we are training, we have to keep the focus. When we go to games, we have to start with the right attitude. When you don't, because we talked before, I think the the level in the Premier League is that high. If you are not, you get hammered. If you don't bring the mental or physical output, you get hammered. So we have to avoid that by keep working well and do the right things.
Thank you very much.